penitentiary for attempted murder. Once she got out, she turned her life around, turned to Islam, started her own nonprofit agency for young teen women that are gang members and now recording artists. Miss Evelina Muhammad.
I guarantee you she had a slew of people telling her there's no way.
Right.
There's no way you can, not coming from that, can you become this.
Yeah, because when you hear, you're Crip for life.
Yeah, that's it.
Those that type of things, you in it. So that's some great music the sister's putting out of Sacramento, California. Independent artist, by the way.
Wow.
Arlen Hart. My bad. I've been calling him Arlen Star all My bad, man. So thank you so much for just, taking time out and joining us. And you're on the road going back to Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, I'll be back in Brooklyn Sunday.
Okay, so share with us real quickly the project that we heard earlier. It was a title track song called Moon, Lady Moon in the Eclipse.
Yeah.
You started from stage, music director, now recording artist, and have a plethora of different artists that you're working with. How did these ladies fall into your lap?
I met Lady Moon actually performing at an open mic night.
And I was just talking to him about Speakeasy during the breaks.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so important to do things like that.
Yes.
And I think we definitely stop ourselves from trying that a lot. And so I met Lady Moon performing at one of those up in Hudson, New York. And she was getting ready to move down to the city. And we got in touch when she moved down and sort of just worked together, just the two of us. She brought in some of her old songs, and I brought in some stuff I had written that had never had any vocals on it or any lyrics or anything, and then started creating new stuff, and eventually started piecing together a band when my friend Ken moved out to New York about a year and a half ago. And Lady Moon then brought in some of her sisters to sing backup, and it's just really been gaining momentum.
Took a life of its own.
Yeah.
And the sisters are very talented. But one thing I heard that you said that really stuck was continue writing, producing, and doing your thing.
Absolutely.
What more can you stress to an independent artist and sharing with them the importance of staying in the studio, writing and producing?
That's it. You gotta just keep doing something every day. Whether you like it or not, whatever it is, you're gonna hit plateaus, and it's gonna maybe not sound as good to you or feel as good, whatever you're working on at the time. But I've found that even at those times when it felt like it wasn't whatever I was making, I wasn't happy with it. When I've gone back to it, months later or whatever, I forgot about it totally. I'm like, oh, that's actually all right.
Is that the mindset of a producer, though? I mean, you could just produce all these tracks and then just later shelve them, and then you come back to them. Is that the life of a producer?
It is. Yeah, when you have the time to go back.
Right, let me sit down and go back.
Going forward,
Oh, this one, let me.
Yeah. Right. Well, I think that's the life of an artist.
Yeah.
Across the board. That I look at work I've done, 10, 15 years ago, and I'm like, this is more relatable now, more relevant now than it was, back then. It really caught my attention when you were saying, like you said, do something every day. I think I read recently the definition of commitment is doing what you want to do, even when you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So would you say, especially as an independent artist, that creating, or I don't know, what do you think is more important, if you could say, creating new material or perfecting, for lack of a better word, what you've already done?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's something I'm struggling with. So that's why I asked.
Just that's something to think about.
Because it's difficult. I find, like you say, you try to write something new or try to do something new, but then at some point you have to make what was good great.
Yeah.
So kind of where, that balance, I think, is really difficult, if you would agree or not, I'm not sure.
Definitely agree. Yeah. I think it's in the act of creating new is how we learn to get better at what we do. So by doing that and then going back, maybe you've learned something. Maybe you've got some new tricks in your bag or something that can help finish a piece that you started years ago.
Right.
This is what was missing. Now I know how to do this.
Well, we're about to move forward with Ladychelle right now, and I'm sure she's had a bag of poems that she brought from North Carolina.
Yes.
And mind you, okay, listeners, again, she's the niece of George Clinton.
Yes.
And she could have taken the fast track in getting her stuff on the materials, but Uncle George showed her tough love.
I know.
No, my sisters, you got to get this
Just
yourself.
like he worked hard, I have to work hard.
So, give us a piece what you're going to share with us this afternoon.
Okay, well, this one is called Teach a Boy How to Be a Man, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of single women that have raised boys can relate with this. You know, and it's kind of personal. Like I said, my sisters raised boys, and I myself, you know, so it's kind of personal. So this one's called Teach a Boy How to Be a Man. How does a woman teach a boy how to be a man? Teach her so she'll understand. She has 2 sons that she loves very much, but trying to teach him how to be a man was way too much. How does a woman teach a boy how to be a man? Teach her so she'll understand. She tried to teach her boys how to love women and how to be responsible, but trying to teach them how to be a man felt impossible. Never hit a woman is the worst thing you could do. Never put a woman with what your mother went through. How does a woman teach a boy how to be a man? Teach her so she'll understand. She has 2 sons, one like Cain, the other like Abel. Being fatherless children, their life was so unstable. How does a woman teach a boy how to be a man? Teach her so she'll understand. The son like Cain has so much pain because of needing his father in his life. He was full of rage. His dream was to release his pain on the stage. His pain felt like knives in his back. The pain felt less when he freestyled and rapped. Her son reminded her so much of herself. How does their story begin? How will it end? Through God and the music, the scars are healed within. How does a woman teach a boy how to be a man? Teach her so she'll understand. The one like Abel was more gentle and kind. He learned this from his mother. Trying to help everyone was always on their mind. But when they need help, no one's ever there. Life is so unfair. He also writes what's in his heart. He learned this from his mother and also his talented brother, the rapper. Through all of her son's pain, they both expressed love in different ways. She tried her best to teach her boys how to be a man. Can you relate? Do you understand? How does a woman teach a boy how to be a man? Teach her so she'll understand.
That's powerful.
Go ahead, Ladychelle.
That is powerful. But if I were to conclude that, I would have that boy to turn to a man to go to his father, because there's no better way in which that boy could be a man.
Yes.
There you go.
Here's Lady Moon in the Eclipse right here on KPLO.